This regular meeting of the Waco Independent School Board is hereby called to order. All items which may be discussed or voted upon this evening have been posted as required by state law. I extend a warm welcome to those present and to our television viewers. The board's purpose is to set goals, listen to reports of the superintendent, approve budget, contracts, and personal appointments, and make policy for the district. We're not here to make management decisions or solve problems of individuals. Management is the responsibility of the superintendent and her staff. I ask that you turn your cell phones to silent alert if you have not already done so. We appreciate the time you have taken to join us for your interest in the Waco Independent School District. As part of our board operating procedures, the Waco ISD School Board follows 10 guiding commitments that help keep our focus on students and community. To begin tonight's meeting, Vice President Davis and Trustee Ochoa will be reading a guiding commitment. Vice President Davis, will you start us off?
All right, I'm going to start off with number 9, inclusive engagement. The board will encourage diverse perspectives, foster community trust, and ensure all stakeholders feel heard.
Student-centered decision-making. Decisions will be guided by what best serves student learning, well-being, and future success.
Thank you all. Do we have anyone signed up for public comment? No. All right. We're moving on to a moment of silence. Please bow your heads and take a moment with me. Thank you. Next is the Pledge of Allegiance.
Leading our Pledge of Allegiance this evening are Dean Highland Elementary students Gianna Onfore and Mason London.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Trustees, if you'll join us down here for recognitions. Thank you, Gianna and Mason. We are so grateful to have you here with us today. I want to share a little bit about our pledge leaders while we thank them for joining us tonight. Gianna is a 4th grade student whose favorite subject is reading. Outside of academics, she enjoys painting and drawing. She is recognized as a great helper who works well with others and consistently makes significant contributions as a group partner. When she grows up, she aspires to become a doctor or a nurse. Mason is also in the 4th grade, and his favorite subject is math. His hobbies include playing soccer and video games. He's known for being kind and responsible and is diligent about checking his work. Like Gianna, Mason's career goal is to become a doctor or a nurse. We're grateful to these students and their families. Thank you to Lisa Martinez, Giovanni Onfore, and Amber London for being here in support of your amazing students. And thank you to Dean Highland Elementary Principal, Mrs. Janice White, for having your students with us tonight. Okay. Next up, we're going to recognize our History Fair award winners. Waco ISD proudly recognizes the talented students whose achievements at the Regional History Fair advanced them to state and now beyond, highlighting their hard work and dedication to historical research. Tennyson Middle School had 6 students who submitted impressive exhibits at the Regional History Fair, earning them spots in the state competition. First up, Gretel Diaz and Savannah Marcotte received 2nd place at the regional competition for their exhibit titled The 1920s Flappers. Julian Ramirez also earned 2nd place for his exhibit, The Boehm System, Theobald Boehm's Last Impact on the Woodwinds. Congratulations, Julian. Emery Wheeler, Judah Wires, and Wesley Zuniga achieved 1st place for their group exhibit, Miguel Hidalgo, the Symbol of Mexican Independence. And helping to guide and inspire these amazing students is teacher Mr. Ovard and Mrs. Sparks, who are also here with us tonight, and interim principal Mr. Bradley Knox. going to be a great group picture if we can just incorporate. Yep. Perfect. Excellent. Congratulations. Next, from Lake Air Montessori Magnet, the team comprised of Grace Scott, Romina Dracos, Sierra Saldana, and Eliza Smith earned an impressive second place at the state competition for their group performance titled The Industrial Revolution, The Story of Injustice Flames. The performance showcased the social and economic struggles of the time, bringing history to life through engaging storytelling and vivid reenactments. The students' hard work and collaborative spirit truly impressed the judges. In recognition of their achievement, this team advances to the National History Day competition in June. We are so grateful for the campus staff and district staff, including Lissa DeVoos, who dedicated their time and effort to these students. Assistant Principal Micah Brown is with us tonight in support as well. Come on, Lissa. Come on, Micah. It takes a village, y'all. And then also to Mr. Patton and Mr. Carpenter, who volunteered their time in support of these students. We're really excited to see how y'all fare at nationals. We're going to be cheering you on from here in Waco. Congratulations. Congratulations. Good luck in June. Thank you. Our next group this evening is our Texas Association of School Board Governance Camp presenters. The TASB Governance Camp is a conference of school board members, superintendents, and education leaders who work on governance through a lens of student voice and to deepen their governance knowledge. Through student-led sessions and innovative demonstrations, participants gain fresh perspectives that spark meaningful change. Waco High School submitted and clearly were accepted for the proposal to present as a student voice session at the conference called Apathy to Agency, Empowering Students with Purpose and Opportunity. Jorge Salas, Torian Barnett, Camila Morales, Kaylee Moya, Graciela Guerrero, and Michael Menchaca, who unfortunately can't be with us tonight, presented on March 6th in Galveston. And I would like to send a very special thanks to Miss Kylie Milliken, who was their teacher, and she's here with us tonight. Miss Milliken, go get in the picture. We'll give you the picture. We all know how amazing students are in Waco ISD, but I do want to say this is the second year in a row we've had students present at this TASB conference to statewide leaders. So the rest of the state's getting to hear just how great our students are. Congratulations. Transitioning now to some sports, we are excited to congratulate Shania Smith, and Jaden Johnson of Waco High School, and and Olivia Thomas and Angel Lawrence of University High School, who all qualified for the Texas State Powerlifting Competition. First things first, Shania Smith, competing in the 114-pound weight class, earned second place at both the Lake Belton Invitational and Temple Wildcat Invitational. She captured a regional championship with an impressive 690-pound total. Raise your hand, 690 pounds. Yeah, that's like, how many of you? Yeah, that's. She was awarded the best deadlift at the regional meet, and she set a new record with a 305-pound deadlift. Yeah. Competing in the 123, yeah, y'all are just gonna stay there for a second because there's a lot to read. Hang on. Competing in the 123-pound weight class, Shania had an outstanding season, placing second at the Lake Belton Invitational and earning a regional championship with a 730-pound total. At the state meet in Edinburgh, she improved her regional total by 50 pounds, finishing with an impressive 780-pound total and placing 7th overall. She was also named top female lifter under 148 pounds at the Andrew Billings Invitational. Congratulations. Jaden Johnson, ladies first, sorry. Jaden competed in the unequipped super heavyweight division and played a key role in the team's success. He earned first place at the Temple Wildcat Invitational, helping secure the boys' overall team championship. At the regional meet, Jaden secured his spot at state with a clutch of 530-pound deadlift on his final attempt, moving him to second place. He went on to finish 5th at the state meet in Abilene. Congratulations. I would like to thank Waco High School Coach Scott Lane and Coach Martinez. I know you're here. Come on down for being here tonight. And we have some special recognitions. Our two lovely, amazing state female powerlifters are about to leave us, and so I think Coach Lane asked the chance to present them something special. Carl, I don't think it's your story though. You should have interviewed these ladies. And Jaden, you've got a really impressive plaque. Mr. Alexander, I see you there. Come on, sir. We're so proud of y'all. Congratulations. Get in there. Y'all wait. Mr. Alexander needed his own picture first. There we go. Congratulations, y'all. Great work. Not leaving our Trojans out, Angel Lawrence competed in the 97 pounds weight class. She back squatted 205 pounds, bench pressed 90 pounds, and deadlifted 225 pounds for a total of 520 pounds. She placed 8th in state. She is a second-time state qualifier and was Region 2 champion in the 97 pounds this year. Congratulations. Olivia Thomas competed in the 148-pound weight class. She back squatted 325 pounds, bench pressed 185 pounds, and deadlifted 355 pounds for a total of 865 pounds. She placed 7th in state. She is a 3-time state qualifier and was the regional runner-up in the 148-pound weight class at regionals this year. These student athletes have demonstrated remarkable dedication, resilience, and excellence, and we are incredibly proud of them. And their coaches, Jack LaRue and assistant coach Zachary Curry, are here with us tonight. We're so grateful for all you do to support our student athletes, and those are some heavy weight limits, ladies. If you'll hop over here and get a picture taken. Clearly, we need to take some lessons. Yeah, we do. Oh. Which program is Angel a part of? Yeah, that's. I think the ladies are requesting a full group picture. Come on, Mr. Yeah. He's like, okay. Okay. Coaches, y'all don't want in too? Okay. They can wait. We're so proud of y'all. You want the coaches? Yeah. Okay. We're so proud of y'all. It's not just our students that win awards, our staff does too. Tonight, we're recognizing our Texas Association of School Business Officials Award of Merit. The TASBO awarded Waco ISD the Award of Merit for the 17th year consecutively. Waco ISD is one of only 2 districts in Texas that have received this award every year since the award's inception in 2009. The award is, yes, thank you. The award is provided to school districts and education service centers statewide that are committed to following professional standards in the acquisition of goods and services. In determining award, TASBO reviews various procedures, practices, including organization, policies and procedures, contract operations, staff training, certifications, P-card systems, and warehousing. Congratulations to our amazing CFO, Sherry Smith, and her team, Judy Monroe, Valeria Simmons, and Sally Jasek, who have been a big part of this amazing accomplishment. We are so grateful for y'all. It's great when Sherry's here to get an award, not have to give us a presentation. Thank you all so much. In concluding tonight's recognitions, Waco ISD is pleased to acknowledge an amazing community partner that we just celebrated a big event with last week, the Billings Family Find a Way Foundation. They are a community partner for the month of April and so many other months. The foundation has been a longstanding collaborator with our district, and we are exceedingly fortunate to have such a generous and committed partner. Through the Huddle Up for Teachers initiative, the foundation sponsors many grants for educators at Dean Highland, J.H. Hines, Provident Heights, and West Avenue elementary schools. A total of 40 grants, each valued at $250, are awarded to teachers to procure classroom supplies. Mr. Billings, accompanied by a team of experienced coaches, organizes the Andrew Billings Youth Football Camp each summer at the Waco ISD Stadium. This camp is, and they've already put the flyer out. I'm sorry I don't have the date, but they already put the flyer out. I know it's there. This camp is offered free of charge to the youth of Waco and has benefited over 600 young athletes since its inception in 2022. Additionally, the foundation conducts 3 bikes and books Writing for Perfect attendance events throughout the academic year, in the fall, in the spring, and at every conclusion of the school year. Every 12 weeks, students with fewer than 2 absences are entered into a drawing to win a bicycle, a helmet, and a bicycle safety book. To further promote literacy, Mr. Billings also spearheads a book giveaway to help students establish their personal home libraries. This initiative fosters both consistent school attendance and a passion for reading among students at J.H. Hines, Provident Heights, and Dean Highland elementary schools, and the Dr. Pepper float truck usually comes too. We left that off, but I'm not going to leave that out. Here to accept the award are the president of the foundation, Sylvia Billings, member Rodney Clark, and Vivian Mitchell. Thank you. And thank you also for joining us Friday at Waco High. We extend our sincere gratitude to the Billings Family Find a Way Foundation for their significant contributions to the Waco community. We appreciate you. Thank you. That is all for recognitions tonight.
We're moving on to item 5, the superintendent report.
Thank you, Mr. President, trustees. I get to talk first about our Women's and our Men's Empowerment Summit. I'm proud to report that our annual Men and Women's Empowerment Summits are once again a resounding success. This year, we brought together over 300 students to engage directly with staff and community leaders. These summits are about more than just motivational speakers. They're about providing the informational tools and experiences our students need to navigate their futures with confidence. Some of the topics addressed included financial literacy in STEM, preparing for the high demand of careers of tomorrow, wellness, focusing on both mental and physical health, and then professionalism, learning the nuances of dressing for success. The impact of these summits is best heard through the voices of our students. I would like to share a few quotes and experiences from our students. One young woman from the Women's Summit shared, "I learned that I am more than enough, and I am the future." Another noted that the most important thing she walked away with was a realization that other people's labels do not define me. One of the most moving moments in the Men's Empowerment Summit is seeing community leaders, including our own Trustee Davis, um, Trustee Vidania, and Executive Director Dr. Alonzo McAdoo working side by side with our boys to teach them how to tie a tie. One student told a volunteer that he had never had anyone show him how to do that before. It reminds us that these summits aren't just about information, but they're about the ties that bind our students to community mentors who care about their future. We are also deeply grateful to our continued partnership with Baylor University and the Junior League of Waco. Finally, many thanks to Dr. Hamilton and the Student Support Services team for their tireless work in leading such a high impact initiative. Thank you. All right, next we have our Waco High School Academic Achievers. Each end of year celebrations are underway, and one of the highlights for me is attending our Academic Achievers recognition ceremonies. I was just at the event for Waco High School, and I'm looking forward to celebrating with the University High School students next Tuesday. These events are so special because they honor sophomores, juniors, and our seniors who have maintained a 96.5 grade point average or above. But beyond the impressive numbers, the heart of the ceremony is when our seniors pay tribute to special teachers who have made a profound difference in their lives. Hearing those stories is a powerful reminder of the impact our educators have on every single student every single day. I wanted to pull one story from our Waco High Academic Achievers event because it perfectly captures the spirit of what we are building here in Waco ISD. During the ceremony, I watched Daniela Mercado stand up and honor her English teacher, Ashley Spivey, for the impact she's had on her journey. If you haven't heard Daniela's name lately, you will. Daniela is a first-generation Latina at Waco High who simply refuses to let her circumstances define her. Growing up in a single-parent household and navigating financial hardships didn't slow her down, it fueled her. She didn't just attend school, she led clubs, joined organizations, and pushed herself to the absolute limit even while working. The results speak for themselves. Daniela was recently accepted to Harvard University along with Columbia and Brown University. Through opportunities afforded to her as a Waco ISD student, she has already earned her associate's degree from MCC, and I will put a plug. I have the honor of speaking at that graduation to celebrate our students who are getting their associates, with the other ones too, but Waco ISD. In fact, she was so impressive this week that Dr. McCowan, president of MCC, invited her to address the MCC Board of Trustees next week. And we just learned this week that she has been selected as a Gates Scholar, one of the most prestigious scholarships in the country. I'm highlighting Daniela tonight because she, along with so many of her classmates, are doing the thing. Despite the noise you might sometimes hear or read about the state of public education, the reality is sitting right here in our classrooms. We have students like her who are proving that with high bar and excellence and a supportive community, there is no limit to what our students can achieve and accomplish. Daniela, we are proud of you and your classmates. Thank you for serving as such a stellar reminder of why we exist. Can we give them a round of applause, please? All right, I had the chance to attend a really special ceremony at our police department this week to celebrate some of our students, and you met a couple of them tonight. And I have to tell you, the energy was just amazing. We honored 12 high school students who just finished our second Junior Citizen Police Academy. This is a tough 8-week course for students who are serious about a career in law enforcement, and seeing them stick with it was a huge point of pride. Some of the students even shared that they wanted to pursue law enforcement positions such as homicide detective, computer forensic officer, and more. And some of the titles I couldn't remember because I had never heard of them, but they exist because the police confirmed that they do exist. We also celebrated the first year of our TAPS program, which stands for Teen and Police Service. It's designed to bridge the gap and build real relationships between our officers and our students. We had over 40 students at University High go through the curriculum this semester, and we've even expanded it to the Challenge Academy. There, it's actually turned into a weekly fitness partnership where Officer Jackson and Sergeant Vaughn assist the students in using their physical strength for good after their schoolwork is done. Our staff says it's completely transformed the behavior and the mutual respect on that particular campus. Some of those same students are even working side by side our officers to rebuild the garden and pond at the Challenge Academy using community donations. I'm grateful to see how our officers are partnering and providing a safe and secure learning environment. They're truly mentoring and investing in our students. Huge thank you. Where are you at, Chief? Chief Goodman, thank you. And your team for making this happen. And thank you, President Vidania and Dr. King-Knowles and Dr. Hamilton for joining me at this event. Thank you. All right, last but not least, I have the honor of introducing our new interim chief of operations. I have the pleasure of introducing a familiar face in this new expanded capacity. As many of you know, our former chief operations officer, Gloria Barrera, is now enjoying a much-deserved break. To ensure our infrastructure remains strong and our transition is seamless, Mr. Jerry Allen has stepped into the role of interim chief operations officer while continuing to lead our technology department. Jerry joined us in 2020 and has been a transformational leader as our CTO. But what some may not know is that Mr. Allen not only brings classroom and campus administration experience to our leadership team, he brings private sector operational experience to his role as well. Before entering public education, he managed 17 facilities and nearly 400 employees in the corporate world. He's also a registered Texas School business administrator. Mr. Allen is a leader who understands that technology and operations aren't separate silos. They are the backbone of everything our teachers and students experience in the classroom. I am incredibly excited to see him unify these departments and know that the teams themselves are excited for the increased cross-collaboration. Mr. Allen, I'd like to invite you up, thank you, and let you share a few words with the Board of Trustees.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Spicer, members of the board. Um, I, I just look forward to carrying on the great work that, my predecessor and mentor Gloria has done for us. And I look forward to unifying technology and operations because, the backbone of the school district is making sure that we're keeping everything flowing for the classrooms. And anybody can tell you, if they know me, that I'm all about instruction. So we have to make sure that we affect instruction every single day and that we advance the strategic priorities of the district. So thank you so much for this opportunity. I look forward to getting that word interim off the title of that. So anyway, thank you. Yeah.
We will now move on to item 6, information items and reports. Trustee Bledsoe, do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Trustee Abnusi, do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Trustee Davis, do you have any questions?
No.
Trustee Patton, do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Trustee Ochoa, do you have any questions?
No.
Thank you all. We'll move on to item 7, the consent agenda. Mr. Bledsoe, is there anything you'd like pulled?
No.
Mr. Abnusi, is there anything you'd like pulled?
No, sir.
Mr. Davis, is there anything you'd like pulled?
No.
Mr. Patton, is there anything you'd like pulled?
No, sir.
Mr. Ochoa, is there anything you'd like pulled?
No.
At this time, I'd like to entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Move.
I'll second.
All right, thank you, Mr. Patton and Mr. Bledsoe for the second. Mr. Bledsoe, is there any discussion?
No.
Mr. Amnesi, is there any discussion?
No, sir.
Mr. Davis, is there any discussion? No. Mr. Patton, is there any discussion?
No, sir.
Mr. Ochoa, is there any discussion?
Nope.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Passes. Thank you. We're moving on to item 8, review and discuss priority 2.2, provide continuous training and professional development presented by Dr. Carradine.
Good evening, President Vidania, Board of Trustees, and Dr. Spicer. It's good to see you all once again, I think for the 3rd or 4th month in a row. So tonight we are going to review and discuss priority 2, where we are really working hard to provide continuous training and professional development for our staff members. And so I'm really excited this evening to share two different academies that we have revamped completely after listening to a lot of the feedback from our stakeholders. The first one is our Teacher Leader Academy, which is TLA, and that is facilitated by Dr. Ruiz and Director Benson. And then the Aspiring Leadership Academy, ALA, which is facilitated by myself, Dr. Hamilton, Dr. Brown, Dr. McAdoo, and our special guest facilitator is Dr. Melissa King Knowles. So starting with TLA, the primary goal of our Teacher Leader Academy is really to increase the leadership capacity of our classroom teachers across the district. And this time they are going to be on an 18-month hybrid program, and it really is going to range from about 15 months to 18 months, but they're going to have opportunities to engage in-person and virtual activities, practicums, a TLA summit, and this also allows them to have networking opportunities. Currently, our participants include several teachers from Kendrick Elementary and Mountain View. As you can see, we have Maria Chapa. She is our dual language teacher from Kendrick Elementary. Cristal Villa Flores, second and third grade dual language teacher from Kendrick. Tansy Twomby, third grade math teacher from Mountain View. We have Julia Tonkin, first grade teacher from Mountain View, and she's also an MTRT. We have Seven Hodge, who is a fifth grade teacher and an MCL at Mountain View, and then we have Zubida Katani. She is a LOT teacher at Waco High. And so the majority of the benefits of our TLA, our Teacher Leader Academy, are really to grow them, like I said earlier, to provide them with networking opportunities, and to also set them on a pathway for a future career as higher level educators. The core focus for our TLA, and they are currently undergoing a book study with Teachers Who Lead, but it's to empower them, to provide professional growth opportunities, to have strategic impact. The most important is the pipeline development, and also offering them opportunities for collaboration. And so we're really excited for those individuals that are participating in TLA and all the great things that they're doing. And so moving on to our Aspiring Leadership Academy, this one is extremely exciting because we have had an opportunity to engage in dialogue with district leadership after listening to a lot of what our current administrators are saying, or those who have left and come back, and all of the other things that have transpired. And so we have extended this ALA to 3 full-time semesters. And so the purpose and the goal, again, is just to cultivate these transformational leaders. We want to make sure that we are also building a steady pipeline with these leaders. And the vision is to sustain our leadership pipeline here in Waco ISD. And we've had some good success, even with our current assistant principal interviews that we just held not too long ago. So we are building our pool and our pipeline very early. This, the ALA also centers around our leadership framework, and if you recall, the leadership framework stemmed from the work at Holdsworth, and so we are embedding leading from the heart, leading with character, and leading for results. And then we have that layered in with TPES, which is our evaluation system for administrators, as well as the leadership professional development that they must go through once they become an administrator with ILD and AEL. These are some of our participants that you can see on screen, but we do have 9 individuals. We have Allison Teal, who is a UMHB administrative intern at Mountain View Elementary. Aurelie Mata, she's a math instructional specialist with Bells Hill Elementary. Darius Young is 5th grade at Mountain View. Jansen Tucker is 1st grade at Provident Heights, and she also has a background in special ed. Kimberly Eicholt is a special ed inclusion teacher at Mountain View Elementary. Tony Retchik is 5th grade at Bells Hill. Zubida Katani, as you saw, she was also in the TLA that you saw just a few minutes ago. She is our French teacher at Waco High for LOT. We have Kelsey Barraza, 1st grade at Bells Hill, and Nicole Aguilar, also at Bells Hill Elementary. This particular slide just kind of shows you our implementation. And so we have already completed phase 1 and 2 this particular spring, where we focused mainly on the self as leader, the leader identifying themselves as a visionary, knowing where their North Star is, knowing the things that they stand for. Also, a leader of learning and focusing on the instructional core. So we're really excited that we are going to be wrapping up our 4th session next week. And then we will continue again in the fall with phases 3 and 4, which will be a leader of systems and operational strategy and a leader of culture and community equity and trust. The last semester that they're going to engage in, they will be involved in an internship, lots of opportunities to engage in mock interviews and really just shadowing their campus leaders, because the goal by then is to actually move them straight into an administrative position if we have those opportunities available. And so wrapping up with priority 2 and retaining our faculty and staff, especially with ALA, we are wanting just to provide a robust experience for our aspiring leaders. They're going to be engaging in seminars, case studies, mentorship circles, shadowing, like I said, their campus administrators, doing some action research, and then some simulation and role playing. And so we're super excited for this group and in this new endeavor. And thank you for your time.
Thank you, Dr. Carradine. We're moving on to item 10. Consider, discuss, and take appropriate action on the superintendent's recommendation to give teacher Ashley Elizabeth Vermeulen Weiss notice of proposed non-renewal of term contract pursuant of the Texas Education Code, presented by Dr. Spicer.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'm asking that the board support my recommendation for this non-renewal.
At this time, I'd like to entertain a motion.
I make a motion to approve the superintendent's recommendation to give teacher Ashley Elizabeth Vermeulen Wise notice of proposed non-renewal of her term contract.
Thank you, Mr. Bledsoe, and second by Mr. Davis. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
It passes. Thank you all. Moving on to item 11, review and discuss report on board members' contingent education credit. Under State Board of Education rule, completed required continuing education each year of the service is a basic obligation and expectation of any sitting board member. As board president, I am required to announce the name of each member who has completed their required continuing education, has exceeded their required continuing education, and is deficient in the meeting the required continuing education. This requirement for training is measured as of the first anniversary of the date of the trustee's election or appointment, or 2-year anniversary of his or her previous training as applicable. I, as board president, am required to announce the names of each board member who, as of that member's anniversary of election or appointment on the board, has completed the required. Waco ISD board members Jose Vidania, Jeremy Davis, Jim Patton, Angelo Ochoa, Taylor Bledsoe, and Arash Abnusi have all completed the required continued education. Keith Guillory has not met the required continued education requirements. However, he will no longer be serving the board after the new appointment. Thank you for taking care of all these requirements. We're moving on to item 12, announcements, also presented by Elizabeth Cox.
Like you changed it? I was like, it said chief in there.
I don't know her. Thank you, President Vidania, Superintendent Spicer, trustees. I first want to start by saying I could not possibly stand before you tonight and tell you everything that's on your calendar or on the calendars of all of our staff right now. We are in the fun, silly season of the end of the school year. So if you know something, feel free to shout it out after I get through what I have. It is baseball and softball playoff season, and we're in. Coach Williams is currently in Corsicana cheering on our Lady Trojans. I don't think we've gotten an update yet. And games continue tomorrow night and Saturday if needed. We might have been trying to draw straws to see who got to switch places with him and go to watch softball, but you see most of us are here with you tonight. Early voting started Monday and continues through April 28th for the May 2nd election. During early voting, registered voters may vote at any of the 4 early voting sites, and on election day, registered voters may vote at any of the county's vote centers. Even though you won't see Waco ISD on your ballots this time, please get out and vote. I saw that Mr. Ochoa has a sticker. We vote all the time. We vote as often as we can. Yes.
It took less than a minute. It took them longer to print out my ballot than it did for me to fill it out.
Hey, at least they got it to you, right? We'll take it. Friday and Saturday night. If you don't have anything on your calendar, you should. It is the Descendants, the musical. It takes center stage at Tennyson at 6 p.m. on Friday night, 2 p.m. on Saturday. Tickets are $5. Dr. Abnusi, would you like to share anything that you know about that? Trustee Bledsoe, anything you'd like to share?
It'll be a great show. You should come out and watch.
Come out and watch. Yep. I have to say that Descendants, I'm not as current or hip on it, so I definitely should come check it out. I'm like, that's not something I've
I
seen.
do believe we have 2 board members whose children are seriously involved in this performance.
Yeah, excellent. Yep, thank you. As Dr. Spicer shared in our superintendent's report, we are in celebration season for all that our students have accomplished this academic year. And next Tuesday, I want to make sure that y'all check out what's marked on your calendar for our first ever Future Educators Academy signing day. Yay! It's been 3 or 4 years in the making, and we are so excited. The event will be at Waco High their Performing Arts Center. This is prior to the UHS Academic Achievers that will take place over at UHS at 6:30. So I think you just come hang out with us at Waco High and then just get yourself some dinner and then go celebrate the achievement at UHS. Hope to see you there at the Future Educators Academy. Next Wednesday, April 29th, there will be a special board meeting. Then Monday, May 4th, is the District Art Show opening night at Art Center Waco from 6 to 8 p.m. While the art will be there in the Art Center Waco for several days around that time, please come out on May 4th so that the artists can actually see you there. It would mean a lot. It's always a great fun evening. Followed after that May 4th, the next 2 evenings, there's students being honored for CTE recognitions, Guama Senior recognitions on Tuesday, and the CTE Awards on Wednesday. Please make sure you're checking your calendars and emails for information on even more celebrations that I'm not going to go into detail, but I wanted to flag that you should have information about the Outstanding Teacher of the Year and the Retiree Celebration. And then I know some board members were already saying that, yes, your calendars are full next week for some big check presentations going on all across the district. So we hope to see you out there, and I'll share what I shared with a few. Please get in the pictures. When we come into those classrooms and we cause a commotion, the teacher may not see all the faces that are there. So this is to our leadership team, staff, and to the board. Hop in those pictures so when they look at them, look back at them, they're like, oh, they were there. And it just makes a better, fuller picture. So tonight, to conclude our announcements, I have the honor of announcing that there is a new doctor on the dais. Dr. Abnusi has his EDD in his title now after completing his doctorate in educational leadership with a concentration on coaching and consulting. We have a cake from our amazing UHS culinary department, and the board has a gift for you. It's your choice of whether or not you share your cake. We're so proud of you. Congratulations. Yes.
Congratulations.
All right. Yeah.
You want us to line up down there?
If we didn't have further business, we might be tempted. Thank y'all.
The Waco ISD Board of Trustees will now go into closed session at 6:43. And this time pursuant of the Texas Open Meetings Act, Texas Government Code 551, sections .071 and .074 will not take action when we return.